Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I'm back after a long time. Since this day I have been encountering and receiving calls from people like who are battling with anxiety, depression and different issues in life. And I feel it necessary to come and speak, hoping that it might be a help to some of you. So I would like to speak on the passage First Peter chapter 5 verse 7. It says like cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Over the past year, God has taught me a very painful yet incredible and very precious lesson that the only way to experience peace and free from anxiety is to cast all my cares on him. I remember years back, right after my graduation, like I was hanging in the midst of unpleasant situation. I decided not to depend on anyone for my needs, and yet I was unemployed, no income. The expectation from the family and the society were too high. Many voices from different corners, and I was striving to survive, and my heart was too heavy, my mind was crippled with fear and anxiety. My heart would whisper something else and my mind wouldn't agree with it. There were a lot of battles within me, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to end this suffering, how am I going to get rid from this pain, how am I going to how am I going to bring the solution for this pressure, and so many things trying to understand with my own mind. And over time God started to speak to me. He started to reveal to me that I was never designed to be a burden bearer, and make me realize that I was not strong enough or smart enough to handle or deal with the burden on my own. And he asked me to surrender to him. So I started to pour out my heart to him in agony because I knew he cares for me. These very passages tell us to cast all our anxiety, all our cares to him. And why? Because he cares for you and I, not just the not just some, not just the big one, not just the one that are really stressing you out, but all to him, because he cares for you and I. Maybe your situation might bring you so many negative thinkings about God existence, yet he is still good, he is in control, and he has never and will never abandon you. Your problem is never too big for a God who is all powerful. El Shaddai is He. He is sufficient. He is more than enough to meet all of our needs. When you need healing, He is your healer. When you need deliverance, He is your deliverer. When you need provision, He is your provider. When you lost your way, He is your waymaker. He is even ready to carry all your burden if we surrender to Him. And He is a mighty God. Matthew chapter 10 verse 29 and 31 says, are not two sparrows sold for a penny, and not one of them fall to the ground apart from your Father? But even the very hair of your head are numbered. Do not be afraid, therefore you are of much value than many sparrows. This is such an encouraging passage that he cares for the smallest creature, smallest of the birds, and not even one or single sparrow dies without his knowledge. If God cares about seemingly insignificant creature like the sparrow, He definitely and infinitely cares about you and I. And He loves us enough that He don't want us to carry this burden by our own. Maybe your dear ones or your near one have been diagnosed with disease or struggling to live. Maybe you have been suffering for many years, longing for answer or solution. Maybe you're on the verge of bankruptcy or going through financial problems. I do face all those things, but I run to God. So don't neglect to cast all your anxiety to the one who really cares for you. Don't try to carry it by your own. I don't have the necessary strength to carry by myself, and you don't either. God listened to our prayer, and His ears are inclined to hear the cry of His beloved children. So cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Thank you. God bless you. Amen.